Hello and welcome back to Cookie and the Haydens, and I'm Car Boot Chris, and this is
Bagging Bell
and Cookie, of course, from
Yeah.
Cookie and the Haydens. So we're back after a bit. We've had a couple of weeks without doing any lives, but we're at a loose end for a couple of hours today, so we thought we would come back and chat to you guys just about not about a lot really, but we just thought we'd take some questions, go through this morning's car boot pickups, which there weren't much, but what we got was all right. And let's see who is in the chat. Of course, Andrew from Money Mental is always the first one in, which
Cookie
is good.
Says hi to.
And
we've got Rob Walker.
Let the music play. Hello.
Don't you think we should wish everybody happy Father's Day as well, if you are a father or a stepdad or a granddad or anything else?
Yeah, happy Father's Day, everybody.
Or if, like Chris, you are a fur baby dad, just as important.
Good morning from Tulsa. Wow, where's Tulsa?
No idea. Where's Tulsa? Sounds
Can you
far
tell us
away.
where that is? Is it America somewhere?
Got tomato stuck in me tooth, sorry.
Nice. Classy. Classy.
I was feeding the dog tomatoes because she's getting a bit podgy, is our Cookie. You can tell on there she's got a tiny little head and a big fat body. But
Andrew says he's taking his mum out for Father's Day in a bit.
I agree with that. We should have two, Mother's Day and Father's Day, because we pretty much do the job of both.
Happy Father's Day, Oklahoma.
Wow.
I had Arizona in my head for some reason. I don't know why.
Don't even ask me.
Is Oklahoma near Arizona? Because I just thought it was Arizona. I didn't want to say it in case I sounded stupid, but probably I've sounded stupid now anyway.
Yeah, I've not even bothered, because seeing as after the conversation we had this morning where I thought Middleton was in Oldham my entire life and found out it's actually not.
No, it's not, and I knew it wasn't.
Yeah.
So, yeah, frustrating. The weather is terrible. We've had like nothing but rain for the whole of June. But we did get to 2 car boot sales today.
And we got wet at one.
And we got wet, and at one of them we bought nothing.
At one point you had a bag on your head, didn't you?
So anyway, just before we get properly chatting, what was that? Hi, Chris and Mrs. Chris. Oh, it's Steve Green. Hi, Steve. Okay. Just before we get properly chatting, I'll just tell you what we're about. We resell on a part-time basis. I have a full-time job, or I did have a full-time job until recently. So technically, I'm now part-time and part-time. I do 32 hours in my normal job. I used to do 37.5 up until about 2 weeks ago. And Annabelle has a full-time job and helps out with the business, and she also does a little bit of personal sort of eBay reselling as well. And that's what we are really. We're not full-time, but maybe one day, who knows.
Your answer was the closer to California. We're in the middle of the US.
Ah, okay.
So, and Rob said he went to Bowlers and Burnage. Was Burnage any good? Because we did mention Burnage, didn't we? But we weren't so sure.
Yeah.
Whether to bother with the weather.
Hi. We went to Bowlers in Manchester, which is an indoor car boot. I don't know how Rob did, but I picked up nothing at all today at Bowlers, which is really unusual because it's normally a surefire. I'm bound to pick some stuff up. I got
a bag of personal items, didn't I?
You got a couple of clothes.
I've been told, so as not to tread on Chris's toes, I'm allowed to sell women's clothes because he doesn't really do women's clothes.
Yeah, but you're only dabbling a little bit, aren't you?
Yeah,
for a little bit of pocket money.
Bit of pocket money.
You're not going over the tax threshold, are you?
No. No. Oh God, no! I can't even sell anything. I can sell Chris's stuff, no end. Try doing it for myself. Rubbish.
Yeah, so Bowlers have got nothing. I didn't anyway. And then we decided to do a full loop of the M60 and go to Bali in Middleton. or as Annabelle says, Oldham, which is nowhere near.
No, it is. It's next door. With hence the fact I thought it was part of Oldham.
And we did get some stuff at Bali, even though it started raining. So that's what our morning consisted of. What we got on the chat?
We've got Yes Lad Media's in. So hello. Rob Walker said, "Oh, it was just on the car park, but he got some vinyl." So
you must have been there early to get some decent vinyl, because whenever I look, I never get anything.
We've got Jord Wright in, says, "Hey guys, hello." Hi Lee, that's my nephew. Nice to see you. Glad you could join us. And we've got
she's already
Purple Lily.
She's already introduced herself, hasn't she?
Yeah, but she said, "Do you sell only on eBay or other platforms too? Do you have any other platforms in the UK?"
Oh yeah, there's other platforms. There's not as many as in the US, but we sell on eBay, Amazon, Facebook. I've got a couple of listings on Etsy, but it's not really doing it for me at the moment. And we have other things like Gumtree and Spock and stuff like that, but I don't really bother with it. It's hard.
A minefield, aren't they?
It's hard enough dealing with Facebook Marketplace, although I have just sold something on there today. Yeah, so
we've got the gods in, Nick and Andrea. We are
nice
honoured.
one. Hi Nick. Hi Andrea. Sounds like Andrew's got a hangover, which
doesn't surprise me.
Isn't this like a weekly thing? Have you got an issue that you need to share
tell us?
with
This
the
isn't
group?
an AA group. Bowlers was not good, but he got 200 Oldham athletic programs for £1.
200 programs for £1. Does anyone even follow Oldham?
Does it matter? You've got to make profit on £1.
Oldham Athletic.
Is that in Middleton? We've got a question from Money Mental. Do you sell any good hangover cures?
Tell you what, when I was in the States, when I got badly drunk on 2 cocktails, the best thing that we found in America, if you've ever been, and I've never seen it here in the UK.
They sell it in the UK, yeah.
What, do they?
Yeah.
That's pink stuff. Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah, it's there. They sell it here.
We bought, Annabelle went out and bought it for me, this pink fluid, like a milkshake, called Pepto-Bismol or something.
Yeah.
Right, and that absolutely sorted me out the next day. So if you can go out and get some of that,
you did have to drink it hourly, mind you.
You have to drink it like every half an hour or something. You have to have a swig. But it was bloody good. That stops you feeling sick.
We were walking around a shopping mall in Las Vegas, weren't we? Were you constantly going, "Oh, can I have that pink stuff?"
Yeah, give me some of that before I'm sick. God knows what it would have looked out like if I'd have thrown up.
Yeah.
It'd have been nasty, wouldn't it? But I guess that's the idea behind it. You don't throw up.
No.
Just checking out the chat before we crack on.
I heard Nick and Andrea.
Sorry, Rob. Sorry. Rob is an Oldham fan. Apologies.
There we go.
There is one.
Nick's saying the gods don't start that again. It's never going to stop. We worship the ground you walk on.
God, you're so cringy.
What? We've all got to have an idol.
Okay. Hate the pink stuff. Oh, it's amazing. My whole time in Vegas would have been written off if I hadn't found that stuff. What else happening?
Nick and Andrew stayed in bed because it was raining. No, trust me, you did the right thing because it was miserable. Well, we went to Bali, and there was quite a lot, wasn't there, really, of stalls. They'd split it into traders and car booters, and literally as we got to the car boot side, the heavens opened. It started chucking it down, and everyone started packing up. And it was what, 8:30?
8:30. So you get up at what, 5, half 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, fill your car up, and then you don't even stick it out and see if the rain's going to go over, because it stopped raining, didn't it?
Yeah.
But loads of people have gone, and it only rained for about 10 minutes.
I mean, the sensible people had brought plastic, hadn't they, and just covered up, and you were just having to like lift up and have a nosy under.
Yeah.
But so many people were just packing the cars up and doing one.
Yeah. You ready for a kit?
I know. She's not normally on camera for this long. You're quite honoured, really.
Cookie is a picture of perfect relaxation. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and I'm a glorified dog bed because this is the usual position of Cookie. Everywhere I am, she's sat on my knee.
Do they have a lot of charity shops in Lee? Oh, this is Lee. Lee. I've never been, to be honest. Lee. I've never been to Lee.
You should know. My nephew Lee Hall, who's in this chat group, is an avid bus and train fanatic. And you want to know anywhere to go in Manchester by bus, train, tram, he will give you number by number directions. He's amazing.
Okay, so we'll show you first what we picked up today. It wasn't a lot, but we'll show you anyway. And then we'll take any sort of questions a minute. Let me just get rid of that blue blooming box thing. Hangouts on air. Hang on a minute. Hangouts on air is going away later this year. Has anyone else seen that? There's a blue box on my thing that says Hangouts is going away later this year. Bloody hell, I've only just got used to how to use this thing. Right. Oh, great. We'll have to do something else.
We've got a couple of other people in. We've got Kez18 in. We've got Julie Hall. Oops. Oh, here we go. Cookie's the sniff tester.
So, I picked up 2 of these, exactly the same. They came from, the lady we bought them from said they came from America. They managed to bring 2 back in suitcases amongst some other big plushes. And we paid £2 each for these. And they are worth a decent amount. They've not got the tags on, which is a bit of a shame, because some that are selling on eBay have got tags on and they're like £30–40 each. So I reckon £20 to £30 each on these, but they only cost us 2 anyway, so that's not bad.
And Cookie's very interested in that one. Does it smell good, that one?
We also got these Grinch Slippers, and they're brand new, fully tagged. I think they're originally from Next, and they've got a price tag of £22. We paid £2 for them, and I'm not sure what price to put them up for.
Probably going to be about 10, isn't it?
Maybe 10 to 15, depending on what's out there. But I'm not going to wait till Christmas to put them on. I'll just put them on.
Well, you've sold a plush Christmas teddy this morning, haven't you?
Sold a plush Winnie the Pooh, a special edition Christmas one, today for £22, and it's going to America. So I don't always believe that you have to wait for seasonal times of the year to list certain things. I think people just do tend to buy things throughout the year. You might have to sell them a little bit cheaper sometimes to get them shifting, but I still think there's merit in listing at any time of the year. What are you laughing at?
It doesn't look like, no, I'm just saying it doesn't look like people are aware that the hangout's going, because Monumental and Nick and Andrea both kind of said no, they don't want it to go. So maybe we need to have a look into that and see.
Well, there was this blue box on the Hangout, like a prompt, like a notification, and it said Google Hangouts is going later this year. So it might be worth checking that out, because I don't know what that means for these big sort of like the Reseller Lads channel and stuff like that. I don't know what it'll mean for the multiple, you know, when you've got more than one on a video. So it took me ages to figure out this Google Hangouts and how to connect it all, and now it's going to change to something else.
I can see a protest coming on.
Another couple of plushies. People don't buy plushies. I noticed a lot on the Tat Chat and some other channels that people are not keen on buying plushies, but I quite like buying them, and
it's the majority of what we buy sometimes.
Sometimes it is, isn't it? We've got these 2 plushies. That's a Jurassic World. It's not a particularly, I don't think
unusual.
It's unusual.
I've not seen it before.
Saying that, yeah. I'm not sure the value of it, but we tend to put the DVD or Blu-ray with it, or put a couple of Jurassic World plushies together.
Minimum, they're normally about a tenner, though.
Minimum a tenner, I'd say. That was 50p. I think we always go back to plushies, because plushies is where we kind of was one of the easy things to buy very, very cheaply that was making money. So when we first started it was a low risk purchase,
and they're easy to package and send.
Dead easy to package. The only downside probably with plushies is the amount of room they take up. Like you've seen them 2 Squirtles, you know, take up a lot of room.
Monumental's just put they're replacing it with Hangouts Meet, apparently, whatever that is.
Oh, so there is still a version of Hangouts. They're not getting rid of it.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. If you just Googled that and had a look to see what it is. KLC Reselling's in.
Hello.
Hello.
That's Louise.
Got Lee chatting to Monumental. That'd be an interesting conversation.
This is what you call a skell animal. And normally they come in black, and sometimes they come in pink, like this one.
That's quite a big one, though, isn't it?
And this is a reasonably big one. I think I've actually got one of these already, so this will be an additional to that listing. So this was 50p. I always pick up skell animals because they tend to sell fairly quickly. This will probably be about £20, maybe. I can't remember what I've got it listed for, but off the top of my head, I'd probably say about £20 maybe for that. The other thing I picked up, and this was right at the end before we left at Bali, was a big job lot, and I like buying big job lots of stuff, of Star Wars figures, all boxed. I'll show you roughly what they all look like. They're not particularly old or anything like that. I think they probably come from an auction of some kind, because he had that. It was that kind of store with sort of auction related stuff. All these, can you see them without the glare of the light? All these kind of things. A couple of bigger ones, the Speeder, and I've got 36 of these boxed Star Wars figures, and we struck a deal at £60, which I didn't think was bad at all. So what's that? 36. So it's just under £2 each. I don't know what, £1.80 or something each.
Monumental likes them.
It's got to be worth that. There's got to be money in that, hasn't there? Initially, I bought them thinking I was going to throw them on Amazon, send them up to FBA, but I think it's locked the category.
All right.
Yeah, I scanned some of them and it requires authorization, and we don't have that at the moment. So
just because there's multiple listings on eBay, then.
Yeah, there's lots of multiples. So I'll just whack it on eBay. I had a quick look before, and these are going. I mean, there's variations on them, so they're all different prices, but on average, between £10 and £15 each. So for just under £2 to 10 to 15, and there's 36 of them. Potentially a good amount of profit there.
Yeah, I figured it was.
You figured?
I figured it was a good deal when they were umming and ahhing about what price, and the guy just went, "I'll do you more for £60." I've never heard Chris say yes faster, so yeah. I just stood there and kept my mouth shut because I thought, yeah, he's obviously got a good deal there. I
was considering a little bit more, but I was just waiting to see what he was going to offer, and I thought 60 was fair. So
yeah, not monumental. Nick would like to know, how are the kinky knickers selling?
Not bad. I think I've sold 2.
So not flying off the shelf then?
No, they're not flying off. But I started them at the high end of the price. So there's plenty of room for me to reduce the price. Hopefully they'll start shifting a bit more.
We've got Death by Glamour in now.
Cool. Hello. She's proper tired. Well, anyway, that is pretty much all we managed to pick up this morning. So not a lot of stuff, but I was pretty pleased with just a job lot of Star Wars stuff, because if you multiply 36, even if you got £10 each, that's 360 quid for a £60 outlay. So fairly happy with that. That was worth the journey just for that, really.
We're not getting any Star Wars films coming out.
Is there?
There's normally one, at least one a year.
I think there's a break now, isn't there? Because there's another. Is there another trilogy coming out in a couple of years? But I think.
Got a funny feeling Monumental's going to know. He seemed like he might be a Star Wars fan. We've got a lot of knicker things going on down here.
Sticky knickers.
Kinky knickers. Do you sell jewellery or inferior?
Any more questions that we've missed?
Do you sell jewellery or inferior?
Inferior.
No, the
ephemera.
Ephemera. There we go. I knew what I wanted to say.
Jewellery, no. That we literally haven't touched any jewellery at all. No. Just no. Don't know enough about it. Ephemera. I have got some Disney ephemera. I've got like these albums where people have collected stuff while they were in the States, especially Disney and Universal Studios, and I've sold a couple of them, but I've still got a few listed at the moment. That
was one of the strangest buys we'd bought for a bit, wasn't it, when we picked that up, because it was literally somebody's holiday collection with all their holiday photographs in, and you could tell it had just come from a house clearance, and they just literally all ended up in this guy's yard.
Yeah, we found these albums in a like a junk yard, like a collector's yard it's called, but basically a junk yard. And yeah, it was like holiday scrapbooks, and they collected the plane tickets and park brochures and
car parking tickets.
Car parking tickets, entry tickets, stuff like that. And it was really interesting. And if I could have split them out and taken them out, I probably would be selling them a lot better at a lower price. But it's all stuck into these albums, so it's a bit of a bugger. But that's about all the ephemera that I do.
But you kind of felt a bit weird as well when we first got them, didn't we? Because it was like, this is somebody's heart and soul had gone into making those books. Clearly loved the holidays.
Andrew's knickers are always sticky, apparently. We did not need to know that. Next Star Wars film is December this year. Oh,
that could be handy. 19th of December for Star Wars.
They'll probably be still around by then. Probably won't have sold them all anyway.
We've got Virginia Goodwin, Chase from Across the Pond in Nova Scotia, Canada. Hello?
Hello, Canada.
Are you new to us? I don't recognise. Is that a name I should read?
Which one am I looking at?
Virginia Goodwin?
I don't think so.
No?
Good to have some new people in.
Yeah.
Anymore. I'm trying to read this chat.
God, right, are those Friday the 13th figures I see in the background? Oh God, there's all sorts in the background.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the guy, with the axe at the back. Is that Jason?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jason Voorhees.
Yeah, we did do a live tour of the movie room at one point to let everybody see, but you didn't keep it as a YouTube video, did you?
Well, yeah, what I did was I did a video of the movie room that we're sitting in now to show you what was in here and stuff, and then we kind of had like second thoughts about it, and you know, like showing the world what you've got and stuff like that. So we decided, we kept it up for a little while, and then I just put it as unlisted. I didn't delete it; it's still there, but I did wonder about showing it. Which is a shame, really, because it was a good little video. I thought
there is a lot of cool stuff in here, because like you said, you can only see a small portion of it on the video, but it's literally all around the room, all around the room. Have you got pretty much all of it out now? Because at one point you had boxes of stuff stacked that you still hadn't put out.
It's mostly out.
Yeah.
These. Oh.
I need to move, my foot's gone numb.
These two I picked up at Car Boot last week, which I really like, and I decided to keep them for myself. They are NECA, obviously Gremlins, but Necker are always the best ones to look out for, but I really like those, so I kept them, and they've gone on me little gremlin shelf.
Oh, that Virginia Goodwin, she watched us on Nick and Andrea's show. See, I told you, Nick. You're amazing.
Who?
Hey?
What?
Virginia.
Yeah.
She watched us on Nick and Andrea's show.
Oh, great.
That's where she's seen us.
Sorry.
Steve Green says, questions, where did you get the kinky knickers from?
Well,
clearly missed that video then, didn't you?
If you really want to know the ins and outs of these knickers,
that sounds wrong.
You need to watch the video. But basically, we went to a little car boot.
No, you went to a little car boot.
Oh yeah, I went on my own, didn't I? I went to a car boot on my own, and there was only about 5 stalls there. It's a new one, and one of them was a lady who was clearing out her knickers. No, she had a shop and she was clearing out, and it was all sealed lingerie. And I just asked her for a price on pretty much the lot, everything that was boxed up. And I bought, was it about 50 or something? 50, 55 lots of lingerie.
A lot of very revealing.
It worked out about £3 a go, so I figured that there's probably profit in them.
There might be profit, but there's not much knicker. That's all I can say, because they've got holes where they shouldn't have holes. And if I don't see them again, I'll be quite happy.
Let me just grab this over here.
Nick and Andrea have gone. Thanks for popping in anyway, Nick and Andrea. And Virginia, thank you so much for subscribing and actually coming to watch us on our own.
See you guys. This is one of my favourites that Annabelle bought for me. If there's any Jurassic Park fans out there, I just love this. This figure doesn't do anything, it's just a figurine, but yeah, that's got pride of place.
It was really difficult getting that as well.
Yeah, they're not cheap and they're not easy to pick up. But just thought I'd show you that one.
Monumental. What is it? What is your hang up with Jar Jar Binks? The Jar Jar figure hasn't been burned yet.
Can you actually see it?
Yeah, unfortunately, Jar Jar's still there in the picture. Everyone's gradually just noticing Cookie just like crashed out here, flat out. Anyone got any questions for us? Because it's meant to be a Q&A as well. So if you've got any questions for us at all, yeah, give us a shout. Weldon's in. Greetings, Chris and Annabelle. Mr. Diggs, is that? Yeah. Let's see, has anyone got anything? Message retracted. Question, did you see my amazing appearance on Nick and Andrea's channel on Thursday? Unfortunately, I didn't. He couldn't lie quick enough then. No, I missed that one. Is it Andrea? It is. And no, I missed it. I'm sorry. I do revisit all these videos. I don't always get to watch them live while they're happening. This is the problem because I'm really busy with work and then reselling. But what I tend to do is while I'm listing stuff, I have the videos playing in the background. So I tend to watch them on catch up a lot rather than live, unless I'm actually listing at the time when something goes live. I don't know how you lot do it, to be honest with you. All the live streams that you do, I just wonder how you have the time, because I just don't have the time. I feel like we spend all our time listing. I feel like I'm missing out a bit on the old YouTube videos, but we tend to do one a week, either a live or a pre-recorded. I wish I could do more, but I just don't have the time to do any more videos. Virginia has asked, are we both full-time sellers? So you must have dropped in after. I think she dropped in a little bit after we introduced, yeah. But this is relevant for anyone else who came in after we started as well. Well, you can also tie it in because Monumental's asked, how does it feel having the Fridays to resell? So you can tie the two together, can't you? Well, we are part-time resellers, predominantly eBay, bit of Amazon, and then the others. I have
or I used to have a full-time job. Now technically I'm part-time. Annabelle's got a full-time job, so everything we do reselling is in our spare time, evenings and weekends mainly. I went recently from a 37.5-hour week, which is full-time in the UK. I dropped 5.5 hours a week off, and we're on a trial basis at the moment at work with that, a trial for both ways, so it's good for me, it's good for them. In order to free up a full day at work, one day I've dropped every week, and I'll focus on reselling on that day.
So far your days have been quite structured, haven't you?
Yeah.
Managed to.
So far I've been treating it as like a proper working day, because I think if I don't, then I'm in real danger of losing the day and losing the money as well. So I get up at my normal working time, about 8:30, and I do my packaging for that day, get to the post office or whatever, the drop off, and then come back and do some listing, sort out some Amazon FBA stuff, and just structure it like that and have a full day doing it. And I did pretty well the first day. I did a video of the first day that I had doing that system, and I did I got through how many items? 35 or something.
Yeah, you did quite a few.
I did about 30 odd listings, 35 listings, and got through about 50 items. There was a number of items in some bundles, so I got through a load. And then the second day that I did last week, I got through about 25 listings, which I was pretty happy with.
But you had loads of packaging that day, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you said that you were kind of tied up with doing.
If I have a lot of packaging from the day before, that can take up a fair bit of time in the morning. So I was a bit disappointed with that one. So I think what I'll do next time is I'll make sure I get all my packaging done the night before if I can, if it's a lot, so that it doesn't impact on my full day of listing. But what I do then is, you see, when I'm listing that amount of stuff, I don't throw them straight out for sale on the I don't list them immediately. I always save them as drafts, and then I drip feed them in the days following it. So far I've been able to list 6 or 7 items every single day over the last couple of weeks, which is great because it's really increasing the number of listings. So that's the way it's working. Sorry, that was a really long answer.
Well, you can carry it on because
any more?
You've just been asked, is the plan to eventually go full time?
I'm not convinced that we'll ever get to being full time. I'm really not.
It's a big step, isn't it?
It's a massive step, that, and I worry about things like being able to pay the mortgage, being able to pay the bills and the car and stuff like that, which is why at the moment it's good that I've got a 32-hour job, which is almost full time anyway. So I've got a big thing to fall back on. I'm not saying never, but we'd have to ramp up our operation a lot bigger than what we're doing now. And we are fairly big. We've got 840 listings on eBay, about 100 on Amazon. So
you do feel like it's slowly starting to take over your life,
does,
though.
I mean, this is why.
But what did you do yesterday? He said to me yesterday, he said, I'm just going to go into the conservatory for half an hour and sort a few bits out. I'm not kidding you. About 3 hours later, he came out. There was boxes and bags everywhere.
Yeah, when I get stuck into something, I like to try and finish it.
And I don't interfere. Once he starts, I leave him to it. I just kind of left you, didn't I?
Yeah.
And waited for you to finish.
Any more questions?
Money Mental says, have you got an Alexa? He's just ordered one. Yes, we do.
Yeah, we don't
use it.
We've got an Alexa and a Dot, yeah. And we've got a Google thing as well, Google Mini. The Google Mini's in the bathroom, so when we're having a bath or a shower or going to the toilet, we can put some music on.
Or when the kids are doing it, he then winds them up by playing stupid songs like £1 Fish and winding them up.
Yeah. Any questions?
Virginia would like to know what our beautiful dog's called. Cookie here is the star of our YouTube channel. This is Cookie from Cookie and the Haydens. She is our pride and joy.
It's our baby.
As you can see, she is the most pampered pooch ever.
Any more questions?
Steve Green, completely understand he went full-time March and he still thinks he'll get a part-time proper job next year at some point.
How many listings do you have,
Just
Steve?
to be safe.
You know, how many, what kind of numbers are you on eBay and stuff like that? Just out of interest, that's all.
Monumental, I'm thinking 5,000 listings minimum before I think about full-time and Amazon FBA as well.
5,000. I'm not sure you'd need that many, but again, it all depends on your value of your listings, doesn't it? If you're selling stuff,
I can't even imagine how you'd get to 5,000.
If we had 5,000, I'd have to have like a whole. I'd have to rent it somewhere. I'd have to rent a space.
But you wouldn't be able to do that many listings part-time. You would literally be.
Oh God, not
having to do it all the time.
Yeah. I think in my head, I think if I were to get to 2,000 eBay listings plus a fair chunk on Amazon FBA as well, like at least 500 on Amazon, I reckon you might be able to get close to a full-time job. It's difficult because it all depends how much. If you're selling £5 items, then you do need a hell of a lot more. But if you like George Ross, I mean, I don't know if George in.
No, I don't think so.
If you like George, who is selling quite high ticket items, he doesn't have that many listings, but he's selling like £80-100 items.
Monumental says he's aiming to be at 5,000 by the end of 2021. And Steve Green's on 1,025. He's trying to change mostly to clothing to solve storage issues.
Steve, what's your average? Do you know what your average selling price is? You know, when PayPal send you that report, I think it's monthly, and it tells you what your average selling price. Mine's about £21 at the moment an average of £21. We've been actively over the last year, we've been trying to increase our average selling price. So now we try and avoid selling under £10. But that's quite hard when you're buying something for 50p and you know that it's going to give you £7-8. But we're trying to up our average price by going for higher ticket stuff as well as the lower. So our average is about 21. A year ago it was only £10, so we've doubled our average. So it's definitely paying off. But
we are focusing on quality now, aren't we? Whereas we over the time we've slowly started to work out, these plushies and these things that can bring us, like you said, £5, £6, £7 in, but we're now kind of not picking those items up, are we? We are going for the ones that we think we're going to get a little bit more from. It's all about. And
since we started clothing, since I know what you're talking about, Steve, with you doing more on clothing, but since we started clothing, our average price has definitely gone up because we seem to be getting a lot more. I mean, selling like jackets, 30, 40, £50. Clothing has definitely helped us.
Your caps.
And caps as well, I do.
Yeah, if anybody doesn't sell caps, I was a bit dubious when he started getting into it, but your caps are a good little turnover, aren't they? You're constantly selling them and they're going for like 25-30 quid.
Depends what they are though.
But minimum they go for about a tenner.
Yeah.
Minimum they're a tenner. Monumental has said, he said something about, can you use Amazon Prime with the Echo Dot?
I think so. I think you can connect your account. I'm sure you can connect your account. You mean so that you can buy things just with voice command? I'm sure you can do that.
And he also said, do you think having a car helps with sorting? Asking for a friend.
Who's that?
Monumental.
All right. Oh, you definitely. I would say you definitely need a car.
You'd really struggle, wouldn't
we? Wouldn't be able to do what we do without a car. Definitely not, and especially to get around all the car boot sales.
Yeah, because
charity shops as well. Going to different charity shop areas and things.
They're not within bus routes that you'd take for hours, wouldn't you, to get there that time in the morning on a Sunday? You probably wouldn't do because the buses probably wouldn't run at that time.
Yeah, very. I know there are a few resellers in the chat chat who say they haven't got a car, and that must be really difficult. You could do a fair bit online. You could do a lot of online arbitrage and get it delivered to your house, and you could do a lot of the online auction sites and stuff.
Yeah.
That can mostly be delivered. So you could do the online stuff, but I definitely don't think it's as fun doing that than actually being at a car boot sale and physically finding stuff. Not quite as much fun.
Well, do you remember when we was in Scotland and we were speaking to the guys at that car boot, and they said there was a guy that every day gets on the same bus route and he goes around to all the charity shops because they put stuff aside for him, and he goes around on the bus and picks it all up. So unless you can get that going with your local charity shops.
What do you think of this? It's an official Chupa Chups cap, tagged, and they were promo caps, so promotional items. Now, stupidly enough, I bought a job lot of these, so I've got a bloody lot of them, and they're not currently shifting at the price I've got them at, which is a tenner each.
Have you sold any?
No, not a single bloody one. Right, so what I need, some inspiration from you lot as to how to bloody shift these things.
We're going down. My lad had a good idea, and he said, why don't you get a stall at the Gay Pride? Because they're very colourful, and
there's definitely sort of a Gay Pride element to it. It's got the rainbow stuff on it, which is good.
And I think you'd look well trying to sell them.
Yeah,
I think you'd fit in really well there.
What are you trying to say? That's very insulting to the community. No, but yeah, it could have a Gay Pride sort of feeling to it, definitely. Or it's a woman's cap, really, I think, isn't it? Is it a woman's cap, do you think?
Kids,
how am I going to get rid of these? I need some help.
This was a midnight, yes, let's do our first bulk buy.
I wouldn't mind, but I could have bought 8 of them. I ended up with 80. Anyone giving us some ideas on how I'm supposed to get rid of them?
Paul Foster's in, and he said, "Did you go to Burnage today?" No, we didn't. But
Bowlers and Bowley.
Who went to Bowlers? Who went to Burnage this morning? Somebody did, didn't they?
Yeah, it was. Oh, what was his name? He was earlier on in the chat. I don't know if he's still
in. Steve Green says his average is between 20 and 25. That's pretty good. I'm not making a full-time wage, more like a part-time wage, but I'm living off my redundancy money and see what I can do in 6 months to a year.
Well, at least you've got that 6 months to a year to work on it and increase your inventory and your listings and whatnot. So yeah, it's good to have that cushion.
And he said he's never really looked at caps. Start looking at caps.
You're missing out if you're not looking at caps.
Yeah.
And you got to be careful though, because I'm saying that.
Not them caps.
I've got 60 of these. If anyone wants to, I've got 80 of these. If anyone wants to buy a job lot of these off me, send me a message. I'll do you a good price on them.
£1 caps. Very, very good. No, if you go for the official ones like the basketball,
the caps to look for: New Era, Mitchell and Ness, Bio World,
and any sort of superhero. So like
Batman, the Bio World ones.
Is that what the Bio World are?
Go for Bio World, and then of course sometimes your Nikes and Adidas's,
depending on what they are.
Yeah, if they're bog standard, like normal ones, don't bother. You got to look for different patterns and colours and designs.
But anything to do with like the American teams.
You know what? We should do a video on the caps one day, because I could give loads of tips on buying caps.
You haven't seen the size of the box. Is it 1 box or 2 boxes you've got of caps?
I've still got 100. I've still got about 100 I've not listed, and I've got about 80 on eBay at the moment.
Yeah, it is. It's taking over the Build-A-Bears, thank God.
But I just enjoy buying caps. I have no idea why. I've said this before. I don't wear the caps because I look bloody stupid in a cap. If my hair keeps falling out, then I might have to start wearing caps.
It looks like the driving question was going towards Steve Green. So do you genuinely not drive either, Steve? How do you manage to?
That must be really, really hard.
How do you manage to get around and source?
Is it something you're thinking about doing it? Are you able to learn how to drive, or is it something you're looking at in the future?
Don't start. It's just told Money Mental to get off his back. We're ganging up on him now.
Just think what you could do if you could drive.
Yeah, think what you could do.
It might be that you can't drive, I don't know.
Yeah. Money Mental said sell them at a car boot, your caps. Maybe we could take some to the next car boot we're doing.
We are going to do a kids car boot coming up. Yeah. I might take some
there. List.
And? What?
That's what it said. No, it's called list.
Oh, okay.
Said, how is the Amazon selling going? Thinking of signing up for Amazon FBA.
Right. I was going to talk about this today, actually, but Amazon, if I had to decide now what I was going to do with Amazon, I'd pull out and bring everything back. I'd pull out. Only because I really hate the Amazon way of working. The layout on the website, it's not user friendly at all. You feel like you're not in control. I know it with the FBA.
That's the whole point.
They're dealing with it all, but you still need that element of control. You need to know what about all your prices, how things are doing, what views are getting. And it's very, very, I find Amazon, the way they operate, very, very complicated. When you compare Amazon to eBay is an absolute piece of cake. It's simple compared to Amazon. That's the way I found it. So if I had to decide now, I'd probably stop doing it. But I am making a little bit of money. There's a little bit coming in each month. And I'm just thinking I need to give it at least until Christmas, because Christmas is when most of the kind of stuff, like I've got loads of stuff up at Amazon like that, like these figures. And that is when the majority of that stuff is going to sell in the Christmas period.
And didn't you find when you were doing your clear out yesterday an entire box of figures that we must have bulk bought, you said, when we'd gone somewhere, and they were buried away in there, so you've got another whole box full to send?
Yeah, I've still got some more stuff I want to send up. I'm not giving up on it, because you've got to give stuff at least 6 months, I think. And there is money coming in. It's not a huge amount, but at least there's a regular bit of income coming in there.
And
but
stock's not sitting here just waiting for us to list
it,
which is going to take forever.
It gets it out of our stock room, and you can almost forget about it. But I just hate the Amazon interface. It's just horrible. I mean, like, we sell stuff on Amazon in Europe as well, not through the Fulfilled by Amazon European or whatever. Don't use that, because that's got a whole other world of issues. But you can still send your UK stock. You can still sell it in Europe. But whenever you're dealing with anything in those European countries, the emails they send you come in that language. So when you get an email about an item, you've got to then go to Google Translate to work out what your email was all about. It's very, very un-user friendly, and I really hate that about it.
Yeah. Virginia Goodwin has asked how much she loves the cap.
Oh, do you wanna buy one? Get on eBay. You can buy one. Send me a best offer, and I'll do you a special price on it.
Just to get one.
I just want to sell one.
You sure all your family members wouldn't want one?
They're official Chupa Chups. It's a promotional. It's very, very rare. No one else is selling these anywhere. I promise you.
Money Mental said, why not put the caps into an auction and sell them off that way?
That's how I bought the blooming things.
No, either on eBay auction or local auction house. So maybe eBay auction. Might
maybe.
be worth a try.
I'm disappointed. I thought they'd fly out then.
Steve Green says, no, he doesn't drive. He uses buses and taxis.
Bloody hell.
But he said it's all about affording to drive. He wants an extension over a car. That is very true.
Eventually, if you do drive, Steve, I think you'll find that you can ramp up your business a lot.
Money Mental said, better to sign up for some of the third-party listing tools for Amazon.
What's that? Third-party listing tool. I've not heard of that. Am I missing something there? Go on.
Steve says he knows a few people that make it work without driving, so trying that first. And if I got George Ross hauls, I'd have nowhere to put the stock anyway.
I know. Well, he buys a lot of furniture and stuff, doesn't he?
Yeah.
A lot of big items. But good luck to him. He's doing really well, isn't he? So nice one.
Andrew says I'm getting Buybot Pro for doing Amazon.
Buybot Pro.
You've got all these trade secrets. Why are you not sharing them with us? Why are we only finding out now? Give us more.
Send me a message.
Yeah, tell us what you're doing. Or message me. Let everybody know what's doing, because they want to know whether Amazon's easy enough.
I'm not liking Amazon at the moment. I'm really not liking it, but stuff is selling. It's shifting.
Yes Lad Media has said, have you never tried Middleton Centre car boot? Close to Bali on every first and third Sunday of the month. It's undercover in a car park. Yeah,
remember that one we went to? It's like a multi-story car park. We've only ever been once. It was winter and it was really blooming cold. We've been to that one. There weren't a lot there because I think it was winter at the time, and we've not been back since. But it could be one that we could try. I'll look it up actually.
We've got pommy pickers in the house. Hi.
Flipping out, what time? What time is it over there?
We're very grateful, whatever time it is. Thanks for popping in and saying hello. Someone said he may be talking about a virtual assistant. Is that what you're talking about, Andrew?
Oh, he's not talking about these blow-up dolls. a virtual assistant. Blow-up doll.
Have I missed some sort of conversation between you and Andrew here?
No, I'm just saying he's always looking for someone, isn't he?
I don't know.
A woman in his life.
All right. Now he's given up.
He's got a virtual
ones. He said he'll send us some links.
Okay, cool.
He said worth joining the Amazon Dream group on Facebook and having a chat with Emma Hamilton.
Okay. Amazon Dream group. Right, I'll remember that.
Mommy Picker said it's 10:30 at night. No, that's not too bad.
10:30. Are they forward? They're backwards, aren't they?
Oh, if it's 10:30 at night.
Oh, it could be yesterday. I don't know. Is that yesterday?
Don't confuse us. No, they're in front.
They're in front. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't forget when we go, we normally have to go back and do it again, don't we? The hours.
Yeah. Not a bad time to do it then for Rod.
In front, he said.
In front, yeah.
Thanks for clearing that up. Well, we're sat here going, is it in front? Is it behind? We should just ask, shouldn't we? So you're on today and not on yesterday, then?
What are you talking about now?
You said it could be last night. It's not today.
Oh, right. Any other questions for us? What time are we on? We've been on about 55 minutes, so we'll give it another 10 minutes.
We tend to
keep it to an hour.
Yeah, we tend to aim for an hour. One, because I actually think the dog's died of boredom. She never stays.
She's all right.
Like this.
She's having a bit of 5 minutes of fame, aren't you?
Yeah. We always have this conversation because I have this worry that we don't do enough with Cookie, that she's bored and she sleeps too much, and I reckon she should go out for like 10 walks a day. But what's your answer to everything? She's just happy being on your knee. She's just happy as long as you're here.
She's happy.
Does the dog look happy? Is this what you class as content?
We'd all be happy if we looked like that.
Yeah.
Raining again. It's absolutely tipping it down again. I'm sick of this.
This should be prime car booting season.
Yeah.
We should be well into prime.
Because we need it.
Well, that's not the point that we need it. Again, you cannot see behind the camera, lucky for you, because I did start to clear that out. How's it got so bad again?
Because you've not been listening, you've been lazy.
I knew it'd be my fault.
Go on, you need to catch up here.
No, I'm not that far behind. Would you consider picking a lot for a specific buyer?
What if someone?
Somebody asked.
If someone said, "Well, why not?" Yeah.
Yeah, we used to do that with the movie fusion packs, didn't we? People said, "Oh, have you got such a pack?" We would then kind of say, "Well, give us a bit of time, we'll go away and source it." And
yeah, we used to create bundles based on what people wanted. So they'd make an order, and then we'd go and source the items. But it was fairly low value stuff, so it wasn't really worth it. But yeah, if someone said, you know, I need such a thing, why not? You could try.
Pommy Pickers is getting deep. He said, "We're in the future. You should know what happened today. You will tomorrow."
Oh, now I am confused. I don't even want to think about it.
Back to the future.
Like Matrix or something.
Yes, lad said, "I've done well in Middleton, but always do better in Bolton Reebok. It's huge when the weather is good."
Yeah.
It's just a little bit of a trek going to.
It's kind of on the opposite side of the M60 as you, and then you've got to head out towards. Is it like Preston or something?
Yeah.
You got to head up that way.
It is a bit of a trek.
It's a good 40 minutes, 45-minute drive.
Yeah, I'd probably say.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a trek for us. That we have done it, and we'll probably do it again at some point because we like moving around and going to different places. I don't know if you find that, but when you go to car boots, if you go to the same car boot, say 2 or 3 weeks on the trot, do you find that you get less and less? You're finding less. I seem to find that, and then I mix it up and I'll go somewhere else, and then I'll come back to my favourite one again.
But that's because sometimes it's the same people.
Same sellers.
It's the same people bringing the same stuff.
Yeah.
They didn't sell at the last one.
Yeah, trying to
So it's kind of like, and I mean, to be fair, Bali was a bit. It looked like everybody had dragged the dregs out and put them on the table, didn't it? There wasn't much prime stuff there today.
We were late though.
A lot of clothes.
We were 2 hours after I would have liked to have got there. So we probably missed out.
Because we went to Bowlers.
I know, that's what I mean, but we probably missed out.
And again, Bowlers was a bit full of tap.
Well, yeah. We got to Bowlers early and it was full of rubbish.
Yeah, and there was only one room. Really, the other room, there was hardly anything in it.
I don't tend to do Bowlers in the summer because all the outdoor field car boots are always miles better than Bowlers. But in the winter, Bowlers is really good.
But the thing is, if we'd have had nice weather now, we would consider going further afield, wouldn't we? Because like this time last year, we might have thought, oh, we'll go to Wales for the day and incorporate a car boot and then take the dog to the beach.
Well, if we get a nice day, we're going to go up to that Chirk car boot and we'll meet Andrew there.
Yeah, sounds like.
If we get a nice day at any point this summer.
Yeah, I'm missing you, Andrew. We need.
Any other questions?
Steve Green said he'd love a constant supplier like Z. That's the dream.
Constant supplier.
Like Z.
I know Z. Yeah, Z's another YouTuber.
Does he?
I don't.
Good things.
He must have a.
Pommy Picker said it's raining down there, but he didn't use the word raining.
I bet it's not freezing like it is here.
That looks like the most content dog ever. To be fair, she's lying on my knee. She is just happy.
She's a happy doggy.
She is a very happy doggy. Money Mental says, I've just asked some people what the best listing tools for Amazon FBA are. I'll let you know what they come back with. Is that on the Facebook group that you've just mentioned? And he said, yes, we'll do Chirk. It's a date.
Steve says he gets RC parts. Cool.
What are RC parts?
I'm assuming it's remote control, but that's my guess. Remote control parts.
Andrew says he sent you a link to the Amazon Dream group on Facebook, and I've sent you a message on Insta as well.
Thank you. You're a good one.
Yeah.
Always helping people out, Andrew.
You are. You're such a good lad. No, we don't want anything from you.
What YouTubers have we got? Let's give a shout out to the people that have got YouTube channels so that they can get some more subs. Should we do that before we finish?
Yeah.
So we've got Money Mental, of course. You need to click on his name there and go to his channel and subscribe. You've got Steve Green, Pommy Pickers, any others?
We've had Nick and Andrea.
Nick and Andrea, of course. Not to forget them, of course. Seeing any more? We had KLC, didn't we?
Yeah.
KLC Reselling was in. I don't know if she's still here.
Any of the new people that have joined us today? Have you got anything you'd like us to give a shout out for?
Was DBG Adrian, Mr. Diggs Deals? There's KLC, Death by Glamour as well.
Do you know what I think we should do?
Go on.
I think we should do a competition like we did for the cushion cover, but for one of your Chupa Chup caps.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Shall we do a competition? What now?
I don't know.
What would the competition be?
Don't know. I'm not very good at doing things on the spot.
So any of them that I just gave a shout out to, if you click on their names on the chat, then you can go to their channel and you can subscribe, and that's what you should do.
I know what we should do. Whoever guesses the age of Cookie.
No, that's no.
Why?
No, you can't do that because we've got a YouTube video up.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean people have watched it.
Well, they will do now, won't they?
No, they won't have time in the next.
No, you can't do that.
People
listen,
need.
You don't understand Andrew, do you? The first thing he will do is scroll through all our videos and find the answer.
Andrew's not allowed to because he won the cushion.
He knows it already. No. Does anyone actually want to win one of these?
Picker said, "Send me a Chupa Chup."
Does anyone want to win one of these caps? If you do, we'll think of a quick question before we finish. What can we do?
Have we got a figure where we can say, does anybody know the name of this?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. What could we find?
Or what film is it from? What about him?
Who?
On the top shelf. What film's he from? The bobblehead.
People might not even. Does anyone want one of these?
Monumental wants one. Pommy Pickers.
Yeah, but he'll have anything if it's free.
Pommy Pickers wants one. Virginia said she wanted one.
What? Which one? That one?
No, down.
No.
That.
Everyone knows what that is. Jesus.
Do you know what film he was out of?
Yeah, of course he did. That's easy peasy, that. Let me find. So you carry on talking.
Steve Green wants one. Monumental's trying to guess, and we haven't even pulled out a figure yet. You're such a cheat.
No.
Just why are you so desperate to win our prizes? See, Virginia wants one. I send you updates of it at the beach. That would be really, really good. I reckon whoever wins it, you're putting me off just walking around in the background wearing it.
I'm looking for something.
You just don't suit wearing caps at all. I'm sorry, but your ears stick out.
I can't find anything. Can't find anything.
Yeah, you can.
I can't.
Yeah, you can. It only has to be something dead easy because, like you said, we can't give them too hard a question. Just do it as the first person to answer.
See, that's not obvious.
Right.
I know who it is.
Right, go on.
Right. You're giving away all my profits here.
Can't right. Sell them.
Now, are you ready for this? If you want to win one of these caps, which is worth at least £30 to £40, delivered, I'll send it to you as well. And you can ask Monumental because he won the last prize and he got it. Now, if you want to win one of these, you need to tell me what.
I reckon you just do what film's it out of.
What film? Yeah, but what film is this out of? And it's the first one to answer in the chat.
Monumental, stop guessing. We've not even shown you.
That I can, the chat that I can see. So there. What's he out of? Oh, it's hard to see, isn't it? There you go. That's probably the best you're gonna get. There.
There we go. Oh! People are clearly thinking. Come on, what's he out of?
Don't give me any clues. No clues.
If somebody's answered.
Yeah. You got it.
Hang on. Who got it? Jord Right.
Jord got it.
He is out of Jurassic World. Well done, and thank you for the other questions. But no, Monumental said Guardians of the Galaxy, Men in Black, Avengers, Iron Man.
Guardians of the Galaxy, it's the same character, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the
but
same.
That doesn't count.
No, it doesn't count.
It doesn't count.
So who was it? Jord.
Yeah.
Jord, if you want this cap, what you need to do is, what did we do last time? Instagram. Find me on Instagram, Carboot Chris, and send us a message on Instagram with your address, so you keep it private. Send me your address and I'll stick, not that, you're not
there you go, we even got the name, Chris Pratt. Well done.
It. And you'll have that in the post. With one caveat, you're not allowed to list it on eBay or Amazon. I don't want any competition.
Well, the fact we haven't sold it, I'm not bothered about. We're down to 79 caps. Woohoo! Guess what? Every time we do a live, we're doing a competition to get rid of these caps.
We might get rid of them in 8 years.
Yeah.
Any more questions before we call time?
Tommy Picker said, how many caps have you got? 79 now. Would you like some?
A lot. Do you want to buy some?
Monumental says, I think we need a cap giveaway every week. That could be our little thing, couldn't it?
Definitely.
Yeah, that's a good idea, that. We might do that every time we do a live. We'll try and think of a question and we'll do a cap giveaway.
No, I was joking.
Monumental's off to take his mother out for Father's Day. Have a nice time. Thank you for joining us. See you soon.
Yeah, so that is it for today.
Tommy Pickers would like one.
Do you want one?
Yeah.
If you want one,
would like one, and Virginia said she would like one.
Oh, well, you have to go to eBay. I can't give everyone one.
No, they're saying how many they'd like one of your caps. So is that what you're going to do? If you go and find them on eBay,
yeah,
and put a best offer in, Chris will do you a good price on one of the caps. And then we look forward to seeing the pictures of it on the beach and in California, Virginia.
Right, let's call it a day.
Yeah.
So thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. It's been good chatting as always. Don't forget to send me your address on Instagram, Jord, and we'll send you one of those. That's it, really. Please like the video. That really helps a lot. And of course, subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And shall we, is that it?
Yeah,
are we done?
I think that's right. Jord Wright said he's messaged you. Steve Green said bye, he's enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and thanks for visiting Cooker.
See you all later, guys. Oh, don't forget, tomorrow night, Reseller lads. Hopefully I'll be on that one with a load of other people.
Bye. Oh.
See ya. Bye. Bye.